Hey, this is Gummo. Welcome to my second battle report. Hey, this is Gummo. Welcome to my second battle report. This is my Empire army versus a Daemons of Chaos Nurgle. 2400 point. Hey, this is Gummo. Welcome to my something. Hey, this is Gummo. Welcome to my second Warhammer battle report. This time it's my Empire taking on a Daemon army. Nurgle Daemon army, 2400 points. Fought a couple of nights ago. So I'll quickly run through my list. It's a little different from last time. We've got the Arch-Lector on the War Altar. This time 2 Light Wizards, obviously going against Daemons. Level 4 and level 1. We've got the Captain on the Pegasus still. Got a large block Halberdiers with a small Archer detachment, 4 Demis, 8 Inner Circle Knights, the Celestial Hurricaneum, and 2 Cannons. The Nurgle list, he's got a Great Unclean one. He rolled up a 2+ save, 4+ ward, and he's got a 4+ ward and an ASF sword. He's got a Herald BSB and another Herald with a breath weapon, 2 blocks of Plague Bearers, 3 beasts, 2 solitary beasts, 4 Plague Drones full command, a Soul Grinder, and 5 Chaos Furies. For light spells, I rolled up Shem's Burning Gaze on my level 1, and then Shem's Speed of Light, Banishment, and Bronus Time Warp on my level 4, and of course got Banishment on with the War Altar. His Great Unclean one is running Death, so he's got Caress of Laneth, Soul Blight, Doom and Darkness, and the Purple Sun. So his deployment, just run through mine first. So on the left over here I've got my Steam Tank holding that flank, then the Demis, one of the cannons, and then everyone's bunkered around these War Altar and the Celestial Hurricaneum. The Halberdiers in the front, and the Wizards in the back. And then the Inner Circle Knights over on the right there with the other cannon, and right over on the right flank there is my Peg Knight. The most of my army is only about 8 inches up off the board, I think, and the Peg Knight's right up on the 12-inch line. He's going to go Chaos Fury hunting, or at least try and protect my War Machines. My character placement, the BSB's in the Halberdiers there, and I've obviously got my 2 Light Wizards out in the Archer block, and the Generals on the wagon. So for his deployment, so you have to forgive us, there's a couple of proxied models here, because my mate left a couple at home. He does actually have them all, but yeah, just didn't pack them. So we've got the Plague Drones over on the left there. That ugly ogre there is a beast. Then he's got his larger Plague Bearer block there with one of these heralds, and then the other one's out the back there with the Savage Orc. That's his herald with the BSB. He's got the 3 beasts sitting in front of that, and his Great Unclean one's hiding behind the hill, and the Soul Grinder's on the hill. Over on the right's another beast, and 5 flying Black Orcs, which are his Furies. Just a shot before the game starts, so there's the troops. I actually got the +1 to go first, and I didn't roll high enough. So his Plague Drones, they start coming around the side here, and the rest of his troops, they just move forward as fast as they can. No subtlety with the Demons. Magic is 7 to 6. He gets a Caress of Laneth off on my Demigryphs irresistibly, and does a wound to himself, and does 2 wounds to my chickens. I think that's the shot that he actually rolled a Dimensional Cascade, but yeah, didn't lose his Great Unclean one yet. Gets a second Infinite Force off in the same magic phase on this time with Doom and Darkness, and gives himself another wound. So now his Great Unclean one's down 2 wounds in 1 magic phase. The Soul Grinder has the Baleful Torrent option, so he goes for a flame attack on my Halberdiers. doesn't roll high enough. And Empire turn 1. So not much movement here. My steam tank just, I think, rolled a 2 for its movement, only going 1 steam point on movement, and just moves up with a slight pivot to aim at that ogre beast of Nurgle. And my demis just pivot a little bit backwards to looking at those plague drones coming around the corner. My Peg Knight moves up over on the right there just to get a charge arc off for when those Furies or whoever else comes around to try to take my war machines. And Magic, we roll a 9, but it's 10 to 6 with a channel. And I go for Speed of Light, bubble Speed of Light. Get that off actually. And then, so in the shooting phase, it's about the only magic. In the shooting phase, try to shoot at that beast, but roll a misfire on my cannon and put 2 wounds on myself. And then my left cannon goes for a shot. He tried to hide the Great Unclean One behind those 3 beasts of Nurgle, but there was actually a line from my cannon, so I actually did hit the Great Unclean One, but rolled a 1 to wound. So didn't take him out there. And then my right hand cannon hits the Soul Grinder, but he makes a 5-up ward. So like last game, my artillery didn't do anything in that first turn. So Demons turn 2. His beast over here on the left goes for a charge of my stank and gets it. It's just a shot of the, I think that probably should have been earlier in the battle. And his Furies and the other beast comes around this hill. And his Plague Drones come around the other side. The rolls we get a 9 to 4 for Magic. So I'm not sure what that one is. I think we're just testing arcs. He gets a Doom and Darkness off, or goes for Doom and Darkness on my Halberdiers again, and I throw all 4 dice that I had and just get it, just dispel it. And then he goes again for Crest of Lanif on my Demigriffs, and I throw my scroll at that one. And then he does his third Infinite Force, casting Soul Blight on my Halberdiers. Not as lucky this time, and actually does go down the... He sucked down the warp. So yeah, I mean, I was worried about this game because Nurgle's not exactly the easiest thing, but once that happens in turn 2, I was, it was good for me. So his Soul Grinder goes for a flame attack with his shooting attack and rolls 2 short this time and just takes out 4 of my guys. And I think the beast actually put a wound on my steam tank, possibly. So Empire turn 2, I generate 3 steam points and go for the grind. Well, I will go for the grind. My Peg Knight charges into his Flying Black Orcs. And my Knights are going to charge that beast there. So yeah, everyone makes their charges. And my, so the only other real movement, I think I send my Hurricaneum over on the right there just to make sure the Knights have got some buffing there, and my chickens just move a little bit to the left so I can get a charge through to those Plague Drones if they fail their charge again. And in the grinding movement phase, at the end of the movement phase, the grind attacks kill that beast. Magic's 10 to 6. My War Order goes for a banishment. I think on the Plague Drone. She probably was on the Plague Drones, but he dispels it. And I get a one of my prayers off, and to be honest, I can't remember which one. It could have been the 5-up ward, or it could have been Soulfire. I can't remember, sorry. But I also get off the bubbled Speed of Light around my Light Wizard here. So my right-hand cannon targets his Soul Grinder. This time I do 3 wounds to it, so that's good. And my left-hand one does the same thing, but this misfires. But rolls a 5, so it's not. At least it didn't blow itself up. And in the combat phase, yeah, the Furies are gone. And there's 4 6s for some reason. In this combat, yeah, I think I do a wound to his beast, and he does a wound to me. But we hang around. So Demon's turn 3. The Plague Drones declare a charge on my Demis. And the Plague Bearers charge my cannon. And they fail to get to my cannon. And yeah, I didn't show this here, but those three beasts declare a charge against my knights as well. So the Plague Bearers fail their charge, and so do the Plague Drones. So yeah, Nurgle's just not pleased today. I just took a shot of that because it looks cool. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. I did take a shot, but for a reason, that cannon shot me. So, yeah, big bout of flame comes at me. Takes out 7 of my 8 archers and 8 of my 48 halberdiers. So, yeah, the wizards are looking a lot more vulnerable now. And those 3 plague. So, we've taken out one of these. I think through combat res, I did pop his solitary beast, but those 3 get in there and take out 2 of my guys by the look of it. Sorry for the blurry pic. Yeah, and just to explain what happened, it's a silly part on my part. I charge here in the flank. I mean, I know I wasn't going to get a rank bonus, but I just wanted to do some damage. But actually, how it was in the last turn is that right hand beast is actually in a challenge of my champion. So my peg knight is useless sitting out there until he kills my champion, or I can kill that guy. My halberds go into the soul grinder. I think with combat res, I should be able to pop it. And my buff wagons, they don't really move too far, but they get in there enough just to make sure they're in range. I was umming and ahhing charging. I must have been umming and ahhing charging the drones there, but I don't. I just decided, look, I'm going to stay within 6 inches of my wall, alter for some hatred rolls. My steam tank, well, I must have shown you there, it actually makes it into those plague bearers up there. And so for magic, it's a 7 to 5, and I do the Soulfire prayer, so now I've got flaming attacks around my war altar. And my left-hand cannon here fires through the demis and hits one of the plague drones. Causes 2 wounds. Doesn't actually kill them, they're actually just not standing on their bases. And yeah, that's just my steam tank going into the plague bearers there, and yeah, he's got the breath weapon, does some damage to him. I think he may have got me up to maybe he did get me up to 7 wounds, but yeah, in any case, my plan's to hold up that unit. The halberds do, I think, 1 wound, so he's down to 2 wounds left on the soul grinder. But yeah, I don't think he pops. And yeah, we don't do a whole lot here because of the challenge. So into Daemon's turn 4. The plague drone's finally making into combat here. And yeah, really, look, it's 4 against 4, and I've got 2 wounds down, he's 2 wounds down, so the big difference is going to be if I can get some spells off. He backs up his small bunker there with his BSB in it. Yeah, and in town I've still got my bubbled speed of light up, and I've got hatred in first round. With that, there's enough to kill 2 of his plague drones. And I think he did do 1 wound to me, so I'm down to 3 demis. But yeah, look, I'm going to have the superiority of attacks here, so I'm pretty happy with that. Again, maybe he's only done 1 wound here, so we're on 5 wounds. With he's done a few wounds to me, but nothing. Keeping that block right where they are. my champion finally dies, which is a good thing for me because now my Peg Knight can actually attack. And in this combat with the Soul Grinder, we end up popping it through combat res. I don't think we did any wounds to it. And we may have popped another beast there as well. I think on the grinds here I misfired, so I couldn't even kill any of them, but they can't seem to kill me, so that's fine. And then my Hurricanum declares a charge on one or two remaining beasts there. Obviously makes it. And then I do a bubbled Time Warp and roll that irresistibly and put a wound on my Acolyte and a wound on myself. Miraculously, the archer there shrugged off the damage there, so he's still alive. And the only thing I could really shoot at with the cannons was his other Plague Bearer unit, so I went ahead and he failed his lookout, sir, and down goes the Savage Orc, Herald of Nurgle. In the combat, my Demis finish off his Plague Drones. And yep, we're still here. And we impact hits kill one of the beasts, and so they're down just one, and he ends up popping, I believe. He puts one wound on my Peg Knight, but we reform looking that way. So things are going well for the Empire. Daemon 5, and he brings his bunker up. Might as well protect the flank of that larger Plague Bearer unit. So that's what he does. Again, nothing. Again, we're just dancing over here with the steam tank. So on to Empire turn 5, and we declare charges, so the halberds and the Peg Knight go into that smaller bunker, and we move the war altars up, buff wagons up. And the Demis come around the side, ready to charge that larger block. And I go Time Warp again and roll double sixes again. I think only on two. It wasn't many dice I threw at it, but yeah, rolled 2 6s. This time it was my turn to go down into the warp, and I lose both wizards. It's karma, I guess. Nothing's happening here. No, he's put one more wound on my steam tank. It's down to 4 wounds. The this is how many wounds I think the halberds did to the demons. But he rolls to the Plague Bearers, but he ends up rolling a double 1 for the break test, so they all come back. So the small bunker, it's all back to full strength. Well, not total full strength, but close, beginning of that combat phase, full strength. And so into his turn 6 again, nothing much happens on this combat. And over here the halberdiers, so in the other combat with the Plague Bearers, the halberdiers, not as many, but yeah, enough. And kill that unit and reform to face his only unit left. So we ended up calling it here. I think it was pretty evident that we'll be able to take that out in the next round. So yeah, it was a good game. I mean, the Empire's a tough list against demons if you are pumped them like I did in terms of light council and all that. But yeah, it was good to get a win up, not only on the battle report, but against my first game against demons. So I hope you like it. Leave some comments or suggestions or whatever, and I hope to get another one out in a couple of weeks. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.